with what's called 90-90 diaphragm breathing. So 90-90 breathing is 90 degrees in the knees, 90 degrees in the hips. What you're looking to do there is breathe into the diaphragm. You get 360-degree expansion as you're breathing in. Hips are ever so slightly off the ground if you're able to dig your heels into the box or the wall. And we're just going to focus on breathing in for 5 seconds and breathing out for 5 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, 90-90 breathing. Think into the nose. Big, deep breaths out through the mouth. Breathing out for about 5 seconds. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Abby. We're just focusing on relaxing breathing right now.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up, we're going to go into the bretzel. So the best way to get into this position is to lay on your back, bring a leg up, and then over. Grab your bottom foot and then roll your shoulder back. So always grab that bottom leg when you're rolling into that bretzel. We see how we're doing on our sides. Make sure we're looking good. Grabbing the right legs or the correct legs. So always think that top leg's up and over the body. Bottom leg's the one that you're grabbing and rolling back.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good job. Go ahead and switch sides. Looks like everyone's doing the bretzel correctly.
3,
Good job, everybody.
2,
Everyone that I can see at least.
1. Exercise.
All right,
3.
go ahead and begin. Make sure you're trying to roll the shoulder back. Try to think about keeping the knee down as best you can as you roll backwards. Then roll back up, roll back down again.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest and stand up for me. Next up, we're going to do toe touches. So for toe touches, just feet shoulder width apart.
3,
Nice, relaxing, reaching down
1.
for your toes.
Exercise.
We're not worried about keeping that back flat. We're just looking about a nice, good stretch, opening up those hamstrings. So nice, steady. We're not looking to go crazy fast to the floor. Go ahead and begin if you haven't. Just a nice, steady, relaxing toe touch. Pretty? Pretty.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good. All right. Next up, we're going to do Spider-Mans with rotation. So you go down into the push-up position. You're going to think, get on your toes, get on your hands. You're going to step in with the left foot, rotate with the left arm, eyes follow the hand, step back, switch, right foot, right arm. Try to get your foot flat. Think about getting your foot up as high as you can. And then step and rotate. Keep switching back and forth. Make sure you've started if you haven't. Just open it up. Eyes follow the hand. Same leg, same arm. Step back. Do it again. Other side.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. We're going to stand up again. Up, down, up, down. Next up, we're going to do Frankensteins. So Frankensteins, thinking about, you're going to go arms out in front if you want here. And then you're going to look to bring your toes to your hands without overly kicking it. We're not looking to go crazy fast or out of control here. It's a nice, steady pace. Stretching one leg and hamstring and then the other. So if you want to keep your arms out in front, you just bring one leg up and then the other you can. You want to reach as you're extending the leg up, you can do that as well.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. We're just going to be doing body weight squats right now. So we're thinking about feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, screwed into the floor, toes out just a smidge, and rep out those body weight squats. Let's get nice and warm right now. Get that body ready. Just keep that nice tall chest. Over the course of 30 seconds, try to see if you're having a little tightness. Maybe you get a little bit deeper over the course of 30 seconds. Remember to keep that head up, keep that chest out.
3, 2, 1, rest,
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up, we're going to do what's called lateral hops. So that's where you put your feet together and you jump side to side, or you can do a two-step shuffle. Where you step, step, stop, step, step, stop. Go ahead and begin. Just get nice and warm right here. Your choice, jumping over that imaginary hurdle or stepping quick. Do lateral movements, lateral, side to side.
3, 2, 1. Your timer is complete.
Good. All right. Go ahead and grab your water bottles, get a quick drink. Put your heart rate monitors on if you haven't yet. We're going to be doing a circuit today of 6 different movements. We're going to work for 25 seconds with only a 10-second break. We're going to go for 6 rounds. So that may sound like a lot of work and not a lot of rest, but I don't want you to worry as 3 of the exercises are a little slower, allow you guys to kind of catch yourselves throughout the course of the workout. So it's not like we're just going to continuously beat you up for 25 seconds and only give you 10 seconds rest for the next 20 seconds. Okay, some of the exercises are a little bit slower, allow you guys a chance to recover as well. Okay, so 25 seconds of work. I think is it 15 seconds rest? 10 seconds rest. Okay, so first exercise up is mountain climbers. So you're going to think about hands under your shoulders. Think about getting that push-up position. And for this one, we're just going to go knees to the chest. So we're not looking to go crazy fast today. We're going to try to make this more of a core movement as you guys go knees to chest under control during that pattern. So we're all going to be doing the mountain climbers. We're not going to be doing wide. We're not going to be doing cardios. Just going to do nice, good mountain climbers throughout the course of that 25 seconds. Now, you can always make that incline if you have something you need to use that. Okay? That's exercise 1. Exercise 2 is called a hollow hold. So a hollow hold, you're thinking about snapping up a couple inches, arms and legs off the ground. You're nice and long, trying to keep that belly button down and locking that rib cage in place over the course of that 25 seconds. It can be a pretty challenging movement, so if you have to, you can always just rest the body back down again on the ground and then hollow snap up again, holding that position. Or you can always move the body over the course of 25 seconds. So you're coming up and then back down. Or you could always go into a dead bug with your arms and legs moving in together and out together if you find the hollow hold is a little bit too advanced and you're feeling that in your guys' lower back. Okay? So that's exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, we're going to be trying to do either frog jumps or body weight squats. So if we're doing frog jumps, you're thinking about getting those fingertips down to the ground, but you're maintaining that nice tall chest throughout that squat pattern. Then you're exploding up, being plyometric. We don't care how high the jump is, as long as you guys just add that little hop in, the legs are going to get plenty of work over the course of that 25 seconds. For those body weight squats, really screw those feet into place. Focus on that nice tall chest and just try to think about 25 seconds. Try to get as many reps in as you can. Okay, we want to make sure you guys are keeping that good, solid chest out, shoulders back while getting a good squat depth though over the course of that 25. So exercise number 4 then from there is what we call reaching single leg RDL. So for this one, you think about reaching out in front of you, pushing that imaginary wall away as you extend the leg back, and then you can do the same leg on repeat over the course of the 6 rounds, or you can switch your legs back and forth, but we recommend staying on one leg as it's easier to maintain balance and really ingrain the pattern then as you're doing this exercise. If you wanted to weight this pattern, you can. You would just have a weight in one arm, and instead of reaching out in front of you, you would go from opposite hand to opposite toe and when you do this pattern. So watch, he has the weight in his right hand, he goes towards his left toe, and he's then extending that leg back. Instead of reaching out in front of him towards that imaginary wall, he does with the weight. Okay, but keep that weight tight to the body if you're choosing to do a weighted single leg RDL. Okay, you can also position yourself next to the wall so that as you reach forward, you can touch that and give yourself balance for those of you guys that have a little bit of stability issue. Okay, so that's going to be exercise number 4. Exercise number 5, we're going to do what's called hand release push-ups. So hand release push-ups, the nice thing about these, whether we're on your knees or on your toes during full push-ups, you come down to the ground, lift the hands up off the floor just a little bit, then press hard to the ground, keeping that core tight. Make sure you're extending all the way up. We want to get those arms locked out at the top so you're getting full push-ups. All the way back down, hands come off the floor, and you're pressing in again. If you're going to go into the modified version of this, once you burn out, you just bend at the knees, and then you go knees into the floor, and now I do my hand release push-up, keeping that body nice and long from knees to shoulder. Okay, if you are going to incline that in your house, do not do hand release. Just do normal push-ups. Okay? And that is exercise number 5. Exercise number 6 is a glute bridge. And you're more than welcome to elevate this if you have something in your house you want to elevate your glute bridge. Boxes, benches, ottomans work great. So you're going to get nice and tight to your tool. You're going to think about heels in, and then from there, you're going to lift your hips up off the ground, squeezing those glutes as you do so, looking for a nice straight line from knee to shoulder over the course of that 25 seconds. Now, if you have something at home you can use, great. If you don't worry about it. You can also do glute bridges on the ground, looking to make sure you're getting that nice, good hinge at the top, still looking for that beautiful bridge from knee to shoulder, keeping those feet flat then into the floor. Okay, so those are our 6 movements. I will lead you through them, so don't worry. I know you probably already forgot which one was first. That one is mountain climbers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started for the next 20 minutes on work. Then overall, the volumes just kind of add up with a little amount of rest, and hopefully then we start getting tired. Okay, so we start with mountain climbers. So we're just going to get in that push-up position. Once I see everyone down on the ground or off the screen, I'll know we're ready to begin. So music's on. Got a little dubstep this morning. Here we go. Let's get in position so I know that we can begin. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's start with mountain climbers. 25 seconds. So it's a little more steady than your normal cardio climbers. So if you feel like you're going all out, you can slow it down today for this pattern. Looking for a little more control here. And then we shouldn't see any hips up.
2, 1, rest.
Good, go ahead and rest. We're gonna go to hollow hold next. Hollow snaps, or perhaps a dead bug, depending on if you feel it in your lower back
3,
or not.
2, 1, exercise.
And
2.
begin. So hollow hold, barely off the floor. Try not to think about your legs really high. Think about them just a couple inches off the ground during that hollow hold. Think about your legs streamlining through the water. Like an arrow. You are an arrow.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Good, go ahead and rest. After hollow holds, we have frog jumps or body weight squats. So if you're frog jumping, don't
3,
bend at the hips to
2,
reach the floor.
1.
Squat down and get there.
Exercise
Go ahead and
3.
begin. Looking good, Amy. There you go. You can always weight that with a little, little puppy dog. Little cat maybe, depending on the preference of the animal.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. So now we're going to be doing the reaching single leg RDL. And practice that same leg going
3,
back. We're going to switch legs every round.
1.
It helps out with balance. Go ahead and
Exercise
begin.
4.
Unless you're waiting, obviously, then you're going to be keeping that dumbbell tight to the body. Perfect. So think about keeping that chest out, shoulders back, and then when you snap forward, squeeze that glute. Try to really reach out there. Mary, get out there and reach.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Hand released push-ups or next. Hand release. So no matter if you're on your knees or if you're doing full,
2,
hands come off the floor.
1. Exercise
And
5.
begin.
Three, 2, 1, rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up is glute bridges. So you're going to elevate them if you want. Otherwise, feet flat on the floor.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
6.
And for elevating this, really focus on getting those hips up. Let's clear the hips. Want to extend all the way through. Slide in a little bit closer, Alex, and then mark a little bit higher with those hips. There we go. Get all the way up. There you go.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. All right, one round is down. Back into mountain climbers. All I got to do is roll over. Get a drink when you need it.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
1.
Mountain climbers. Try to focus with all these movements just on your breathing. Idea is none of these movements by themselves are too much, but
3, 2,
a little tiny rest will
1.
get you.
Rest.
And rest. Next up is hollow hold. Hollow snaps or dead bugs.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead
Exercise
and
2.
begin. You're fine. Try to think about just keeping that rib cage down, locking that belly button to the floor, and breathe in that hollow hold position.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up is the frog jump or the body weight squat.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
3.
Remember, frog jump still can maintain that nice tall chest. You don't want to turn into a hip hinge. There you go. Now you can work some shoulder flexion while you're there, Amy. You can lift the ball up over your head, touch the wall with it. There you go. Keep those arms nice and straight. There you go.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up is the reaching single leg RDL. So now you're going to be doing the other leg. So for this one,
3.
just have to remember which leg you guys did the
1.
round before.
Exercise
And begin.
4.
But if you're doing a weight, just remember it's opposite hand to opposite toe. Everyone who's doing weight, I think you guys are doing awesome. You guys are all going to the opposite leg. That's good. It's important to have something for balance if you guys have any sort of stability issues, because it's way more effective to use something to keep yourself stable than to be stumbling the whole
3,
time.
2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. It's hand release push-ups next. So hand release push-ups, hands come off the floor. Another type of hand release push-up is clapping at the top, right? Because the hands are coming off the floor.
Exercise
And
5.
begin. $15 more seconds. Alex, I was just joking. You have to do them. So.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
And rest, guys. I was joking about the clapping push-ups. All right. Next up, we got glute bridges. You can elevate
3, 2, 1. Exercise
and begin,
6.
or keep it normal. Doesn't matter. We want to make sure that bridge at the top, hips are coming all the way through. Squeeze them.
Three, 2, 1.
Good.
Rest.
Go ahead and rest. That's 2 rounds down already. The rounds should feel like they move pretty quick. We're back into our mountain climbers.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead
Exercise
and begin. About knees to the chest, keeping them underneath the body. Most of you guys that I can tell, hands are good underneath the shoulders. If you're off screen, just remember, don't want to be rocking backwards. If anything, rock forward.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Go ahead and rest. Next up's the hollow hold, or you have the hollow snap. Aaron, on this one, let's do the dead bug with arms like
3,
coming together
2,
and they go out together.
1.
And begin.
Exercise 2.
There you go. Keep that rib cage down as you extend out. There you go. Good. Perfect. For hollow snapping, remember, it's not very far off the floor. You're snapping maybe a few inches. Toes are pointed.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. So it's time for frog jumps or the body weight squat. Get ready for those squats.
3,
Really screw those feet
2,
into the floor.
1.
And begin.
Exercise 3.
Those of you guys that are jumping, just try to stay at a nice steady pace over the course of 25 seconds. Not I don't care if you're getting your head to the ceiling.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up, the reaching single leg RDL. So you're back on the same leg you started with. Because we're in round 3.
3, 2, 1.
And begin.
Exercise 4.
Really reach out there. Challenge your core. Challenge your stability there. For those of you guys who are reaching out in front. Don't forget, though, we're hinging at the hips. Morgan, would you be a deer and hold your mom up when she does that exercise?
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up is the hand release push-up. So think on those hand release
3,
push-ups.
2,
Coming down to the ground, hands come off ever so slightly, and
Exercise
power
5.
through. Let's go ahead and begin. Power through those palms. Still want to move the body as one, so we don't want to disassociate those hips from the shoulders. Hips don't come up first. The body moves together.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. We're back to glute bridges. So remember, if you're elevating these
3,
and you're feeling your lower back, just try to make sure you're
1.
engaging your glutes or go back down to the
Exercise 6.
floor. Go ahead and begin. You guys got 10 more seconds. Focus on getting those hips up so that that bridge is achieved from knee to shoulder.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Go ahead and rest. Back into the mountain climbers. You guys are already halfway done. We're through round 3 already.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
1.
Your core is sore like mine from those Thursday ab 2159. You can feel that in those mountain climbers as you pull your knees in with your core.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
And rest. Next up is the hollow hold, or your hollow snap, or the dead bug. So remember,
3,
hollow hold. Lay down on
1.
the floor, snap up a few
Exercise.
inches. Arms and toes reaching out. Let's begin. Hollow snap. You're just trying to think about coming up those few inches, back down. Come up, snapping, back down. Dead bugs. Let's focus on keeping that rib cage down throughout extension as our arms go back overhead.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up is frog jumps or the body weight squats.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
3.
Today we're just trying to take that body through range of motion as many times as we can. If you tap side to side as well, Amy, with the ball, you get a little core rotation as well.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
And rest. We're back to reaching single leg RDLs. So we're now on the opposite foot from last
3,
round. So second time for this leg.
1. Exercise
And begin.
4.
Remember, we don't want to round through the shoulders as we reach down. We want to think about sticking that chest out, pulling those shoulders back as I reach. That way I can keep that nice neutral spine.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Back to hand release push-ups. Hopefully you're enjoying this as
3,
much as I'm watching.
2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
5.
Remember, every time, hands come off the floor. Engage the core so that your hips don't lift first or your hips don't lag behind. Remember, hand release push-up. All the body is resting on the ground
2,
when you lift the
1.
hands.
Rest.
And rest. Back to glute bridges. Remember, if you're going to elevate those, make sure you're tight
3,
enough to your box,
2,
bench, or ottoman
1.
that you're getting
Exercise
90
6.
degrees. Let's begin. We're 90 degrees to start with there. You're trying to drive through your big toe, little toe, and your heel. Feel those 3 points of contact. So there you go. Put your feet flat. If you're doing normal glute bridge,
3,
think about big toe, little toe, heel.
1.
That's your 3 points
Rest.
of contact. Go ahead and rest. That's already 4 rounds down. So we're back to mountain climbers. This workout is flying by.
2, 1. Exercise
And begin,
1.
mountain climbers. Remember, keeping those hips down is what we're trying to do here. Keeping that back flat and then just pulling the knees into the chest. Keep hips down a little before me, Abby. Rock forward. There you go.
3,
Some
2,
lightning in there.
1.
And rest. Hollow hold is next. Now we're going to have to take drinks of water as you need them. That's why you want them close by with only 10 seconds of rest.
1. Exercise
And
2.
begin. Keep that rib cage down. Keep that belly button pinching it to the floor. Pulling it down to the floor.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Excellent. Go ahead and rest. You have frog jumps or body weight squats next.
3, 2, 1. Exercise
And
3.
begin. Sit back and down to those heels. When you jump, you push off through the balls of your feet. You land on the balls of your feet, but then you want to sit back to those heels when you're getting down there again.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. It's the reaching single leg RDL next. So you're back on the same leg as round 1.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
4.
Keep that chest out, shoulders back. Focus on good posture. And then just reach out as far as you can.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, go ahead and rest. Next up is hand release push-ups. Try to make sure you're always lifting those hands just off the ground a little bit
2,
with every rep.
1.
And
Exercise
begin.
5.
Aaron, can you go all the way down, take those hands off? Like completely resting on the floor, and lift your hands off the ground and press up.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
And rest. Next up is the glute bridge. So on your backs, either feet flat on the floor,
3,
heels on a box,
2,
bench, or an ottoman.
1. Exercise
And
6.
begin. Feet on the floor, big toe, little toe, heel. That's your 3 points of contact.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Next up is the mountain climbers. Final round. Here we go. There's
3,
less than 3 minutes of total
2,
work.
1.
And
Exercise
begin.
1.
Just hold that nice, steady pace.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Mountain climbers look great today, everybody. Good job. Back to the hollow holds, hollow snaps, or dead bugs.
3, 2, 1. Exercise
And
2.
begin. Focus on your breathing. It helps, especially if you're doing a hold. Into the nose. Big deep breath.
3,
Out the
2,
mouth.
1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. No more of those. Frog jumps or body weight squats are next.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
3.
Got that nice tall chest of those squats. Squats are looking good. Getting nice and loosened up with all those rounds kind of adding together.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Reaching single leg RDL. Final time on the other leg that you didn't start with.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
4.
Remember, hinge at the hip. Even if we're reaching, we still want to make it a good RDL pattern. So knees are soft, butt moves back, arms reach forward.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. No more RDLs. On to hand release push-ups.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
5.
So last round, let's concentrate on perfect form here. Not worried about 25 reps in 25 seconds. Worried about the perfect hand release push-up.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Go ahead and rest. Last exercise, glute bridges.
3, 2, 1.
And
Exercise
begin.
6.
There you go. And we got 10 more seconds of today's workout. Get nice solid hip hinges. Almost there. Squeeze the glutes.
3, 2, 1. Your timer is complete.
Your timer is complete. Means the workout is over. Good job. This is the workout. 2 rounds. Got a nice good weekend coming up. They get a lot of stuff done.
Thanks, bye.
Mother's Day to all you.